1. I would like to know about the memorable event that happened while having a vacation at home. When was it? What did you do, and who were you with? Why was it so unforgettable? 2. Let's talk about a memorable event that happened at your home. When was it? What happened? Who were you with? What did you do? Please tell me in detail. 3. I'd like to know about an interesting or memorable experience you had in your neighborhood. 4. Let's talk about the most memorable experience you've ever had during a concert. Tell me what happened in as much detail as possible. 5. Please tell me about a memorable event that happened in the park when you visited there. What happened? Why was it unforgettable to you? 6. Let's talk about a particularly memorable beach. When was it? Who were you with? What made that memory at the beach unforgettable or special? Tell me everything you can remember about the memorable beach. 7. Tell me about a memorable experience you had while jogging. What happened, and why was it so memorable? Please tell me what happened from the beginning to the end. 8. Tell me about a memorable experience you had while hiking. What happened, and why was it so memorable? Please tell me what happened from the beginning to the end. 9. Now, tell me about an interesting or memorable experience you have had with your family. Please describe the memorable event in as much detail as you can. 10. Tell me about a memorable event related to a gathering. When and where was it? Who were you with? Why do you think it was so unforgettable? Tell me about it in as much detail as possible. 11. Tell me about a memorable event that happened when you visited someone. When and where was it? Who were you with? Why was it so unforgettable? Tell me about it in as much detail as possible. 12. Tell me about a memorable event when you had an appointment with someone else. What made this experience so unforgettable? 14. Now, tell me about a memorable event that happened after you made a reservation. What happened? What made this experience so unforgettable? 15. Talk about a memorable event that happened during a holiday. Why was that event unforgettable? Who was involved? Tell me everything from the beginning to the end regarding what happened. 16. Unexpected things can happen on trips. Talk about a memorable event that happened on a trip. Why was the experience so unforgettable? Give me all the details. 17. I'd like to know about a memorable or interesting experience you had when shopping. When was it? What made this experience so unforgettable? Provide as many details as possible. 18. I'd like to know about a memorable or interesting experience related to food or mealtime. When was it? What made this experience 16. So unforgettable? Talk about an event or festival Provide that as happened many in your community as possible. What was the event about? Who was involved? And tell me what happened with a lot of details. 17. When was the last time when you visited a friend or a family member? What did you do when you visited the person? Tell me everything from beginning to end. 18. When was the last time when stayed at a hotel? When was it? Tell me about the time you spent time at a hotel most recently in detail. 19. When was the last time when you spent a holiday? What did you do on holiday? Who did you spend time with? Tell me everything from beginning to end. 20. Now, think back to your first trip. When was it? Where did you go during the trip? Tell me everything you can remember in detail. 21. Now, think back to your childhood when you visited a country with different geography from your country. What was it like? Tell me everything you can remember about the trip. 22. Tell me about how you usually find a new grocery store. When was the last time you visited a new place for grocery shopping? Tell me what you did with a lot of details. 23. Tell me about the last time you went shopping for something. Where did you go shopping? What did you buy? And who did you go with? 24. Tell me about the last you shopped for some clothes recently. What kind of clothes was it? Where did you get them, and how did you buy them? 25. When was the last time you had some healthy foods? Who were you with? And how did you feel? What was special about that experience? 26. Now, tell me about things you tried to stay healthy. What did you do? Give me as many details as possible. 27. Tell me about the last time you used the internet for the project. When was it? How long did it take? Tell me what you did on the internet. 28. When did you use the internet for the first time? Do you use it a lot these days? How much time do you spend on the internet each day? 29. Tell me about the last TV show you watched. What did you see? What was it about? 19. I'd like to know about a memorable or interesting experience related to takeout or delivery foods. When was it? What made this experience so unforgettable? Provide as many details as possible. 20. Let's talk about a memorable event related to healthy foods. What happened? Why was it so unforgettable? 21. Tell me about a memorable incident related to severe weather. What was the problem, and how did you deal with the situation? What made that incident unforgettable? 22. Have you ever been to a geographically unique area in your country? Where was it? What did the place look like? What did you see there? 23. Please describe to me some of the memorable experiences that you had while surfing the internet. Maybe you found a good website or read a great story about something or someone. Tell me about that experience. 24. I'd like to know about a memorable or interesting experience when you talked on the phone. When was it? What made this experience so unforgettable? Provide as many details as possible. 25. Tell me about a time when you had problems with your furniture. Perhaps it got damaged for some reason. Tell me what exactly happened and how you solved the problem. 26. Have you ever had a problem related to home? Why was the problem so memorable? Tell me what happened and then describe it in detail. 27. Do you have any memorable experiences while singing songs? Maybe it was an embarrassing or surprising moment. Please tell me what happened and why it was so memorable with a lot of details. 28. People can get injured while jogging. Maybe they might twist or sprain their legs. Have you ever been injured while jogging? If so, what caused that injury? And do you do anything special to avoid injuries? 29. People can get injured while hiking. Maybe they might twist or sprain their legs. Have you ever been injured while hiking? If so, what caused that injury? And do you do anything special to avoid injuries? 30. Tell me about a time when you had trouble due to a problem of transportation. Perhaps your car could have broken down, or you might have into a traffic jam. What exactly happened, and how did you deal with the situation? Give me all the details. 31. Problems can occur when you are at the bank. Perhaps you could have forgotten to take your ID with you. Talk about a problem you had at a bank. What exactly happened, and how did you solve that problem? 32. Talk about a memorable experience related to the product or service you're interested. Have you ever been unsatisfied or frustrated with it? Why did it fail to meet your expectations? 33. New technology can sometimes cause frustrating moments. Tell me about a time when you had trouble due to new technology. What kind of problems did you have? Why was it frustrating? Tell me everything about the experience you had. 34. Now, tell me about a memorable event that happened while you were using your mobile phone. When was it, and what happened? Why was it so unforgettable? 35. Tell me about a memorable event related to extreme or severe weather. What was the problem, and how did you deal with the situation? What made that incident unforgettable? 36. Tell me about a memorable event regarding special geography in your childhood. Maybe it was a mountain or a beach. And describe that place and tell me why it was memorable. 37. Have you ever gotten in trouble with an appointment you couldn't keep in your childhood? When did it happen? What were you supposed to do? Please tell me about what happened and how you handled the problem in detail. 38. Now, think back to how you made appointments in your childhood. How did you handle appointments as a child? Tell me everything you can remember in detail. 39. Now, think back to the trip to the beach in your childhood. Talk about a trip you went on in your childhood. Where was it? And, with whom did you go? What made the trip special? Tell me everything you can remember about that trip. 40. Now, think back to your childhood when you went shopping. What kind of stores did you go to? Who did you go with? Tell me everything you can remember in detail. 41. Now, think back to your childhood related to special food. What was the dish like? What made it so special? 42. Now, talk about your fashion style in your childhood. How did you handle wearing clothes as a child? Tell me everything you can remember in detail.